This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So, I wanted to come to you guys, no video, no article, just me and you, sisterins, about wanting and loving positive lies. Positive lies. No one wants the truth. I've noticed that the vast majority of Black women to whom my message affects, to whom it applies, they don't like the truth because it doesn't make them feel good. This is about ignoring all wisdom. This is about going through problems. You get wisdom that comes along that's meant to either steer you away from the pitfall or help you out of the pit after you fell into it. You ignore wisdom, leadership, teaching, correction, then you fall on your face. Then you want to cry about the consequences of falling on your face. Then you want to squawk about how nobody helped you, how no one came to your rescue, how no one gave you guidance, how no one gave you a word, how nobody warned you. Let something be known. Destruction don't never come without a warning. Let me repeat that. Destruction does not come without a warning. You was warned before you got into that bad relationship. It was red flags and you went right past them. You either couldn't recognize the red flags or you decided, I'm going to just blow past these red flags to get what I want to get out of this man and out of this situation. And you end up getting hurt. You end up getting hurt because you ignored what? Wisdom. You ignored what? Potential issues. You blew right past it like running a red light. You keep getting caught up with craziness with your friends because you don't know to lead them along after you got caught up one time with some craziness. You went back. Went again. Got caught up again. Now it's somebody else's fault that you're caught up. You've been taught the lost value system, but you also have come to love the lost value system. Let's talk about loving the lost value system. Let's talk about loving a system where there is no truth. Because truth does what? Make you uncomfortable. You don't like listening to it because it's not a feel good. It's not an ego stroke. Because the truth often does not make you feel bubbly. It doesn't, it's too much of a mirror in your face. You come to love a system where there's no care. You ain't got to care about nothing. You don't got to care about yourself. You don't got to care about the next man or the next woman. You come to love a system where there's no love and support, because if you don't have no love and support, that means you got a lot of reasons and a lot of excuses to do foolishness because don't nobody love me, don't nobody care about me and all of that. You love a lost value system to tell you don't have to have a standard, that you can do anything, look any kind of way, be any kind of where. And nobody can tell you nothing because there's no standard. You don't have to be held accountable at any rate. You love a system that say there's no peace. That means you can be as chaotic as you want to be. You can do what you want to do. You love a system that worships wealth and leisure. BS. You only want positive lies. Now, I don't mind bringing out solutions, because I do bring out solutions. As a matter of fact, the main solution that I got for you is the 10 life values. A value system that places you first. Not money, not your degree, not your car, not your leisure, none of that. It places the value on you first, and then you add value to these things. Rather than in the lost value system, you place value on money, and money adds value to everything else, including who you are as a woman and as a person and as an individual. You like too many positive lies because you want somebody to talk about you feeling good. And it's not about feelings. At this point, we are in such a dire situation as women, as Black people. Our children are in trouble. What's left of our communities, if you could call them that, are in serious trouble, while we sit around and want to be empowered and want to be made to feel like, we're on top of the world, when we're not. You like positive lies. That's why you like the body positivity movement, because you don't got to be held to no standard of health and looking a certain way. So we lie to ourselves about, girl, you all good. You just thick. No, you're not. You're 100 pounds overweight and you're pre-diabetic. You're not just thick. Knock it off. We don't want to knock it off. We do things to reinforce ourselves within the lost value system and to reinforce these bad ideas. We come to social media looking for the reinforcement. We look for people to uphold what we already think and what we already think we know, so that we can feel comfortable in a value system that's got us devaluing ourselves every day, that has us not thinking much about who we are. So if you don't think you're anything, you can't love your children. You can't love your men because you don't love you. It's too many Black women out here that do not love themselves. That's why they talk all that smack about loving yourself, because you don't. You got to talk about it. You got to try to talk yourself into it. But how you going to love something that don't have value? That's like loving a used piece of paper towel. You don't value that after you don't wipe your hands or wipe your mouth or whatever and throw that piece of paper towel in the garbage. You are not thinking about that paper towel. It's garbage. It has no value. You did what a paper towel was supposed to do. After that, it doesn't have any value. It's dirty. It's not on the roll no more. You threw it in the garbage. You'd be glad to get rid of it. But that's how we as Black women have viewed ourselves through the lost value system, as pieces of trash, disposable. Somebody come wipe their mouth with you and throw you away. And we want to be talked to about our achievements as Black women. This is why I don't do this. I'm going to tell you why I don't talk about Black women's achievements. What are your achievements? All of your achievements revolve around money, profession, and leisure. Everything you think is valuable. But why is that valuable? Where is wealth, leisure, and profession most valuable? Under the lost value system. It's at the top. It's at the very top. And all of your achievements are revolving around that. All of your achievements are revolved around how much money you make, or how many trips you can take, or what your education level was, or what kind of job you got, or what kind of profession you got. Every last one of them But what about your achievements as women? Those are masculine things. Stuff you was taught to value by whom? Who taught you that you were of less value than money? So much so that you will sell yourself for a price. Who taught you that? What about the achievements of women? What about the achievements of legacy, of family, of building, assisting in the building of generational wealth? Where are we as Black women on those fronts? What have we done in those areas? How have we as a collective of Black women achieved that? Are those part of our achievements? What women are really supposed to be doing? What's the condition of our families? Broken. Why everybody want to point to Black men and what they've done to contribute to brokenness? Nobody points back and say, Black women, what have you done to contribute to the brokenness of the family that thus breaks the community? Because communities are built on solid family structure. Single motherhood is not a family structure. It's broken. It's broken. We've done nothing but introduce generational poverty. That's what we've assisted in building. Where are the legacy? We steal the children from their fathers. We steal legacy from our own people. So how can we build it? We don't assist in building any wealth because I ain't building no man, because you think wealth is a man. That's what it is. You think wealth is the man. Instead of y'all two being young and just attacking it and saying, listen, this is what we're going to do. I got a plan. We're going to be wealthy in the next 10 years or so. We're going to be wealthy. And our children are going to have something to look forward to. We're going to be able to pass them down more than a dysfunctional generational curse. We're going to be able to pass them down a value system worth living for. We're going to do more for our children, better for our children than making them survive their childhood with us because we were too dysfunctional and then too ornery to fix it. We're going to do better for our children like every other demographic of people that want actually better for our children. We the only women that don't want our children to do better than us. We are the only demographic of women that do not want our children doing better than us. We the only demographic of women that don't want our men to do better than us either, because we stay in competition with both of them. We compete with our men about, you know what I'm saying, who's got the bigger eggplant, notwithstanding the fact that you should not even have an eggplant to begin with. Then you compete with your kids. You compete with the girls about who look better. You compete with your boys about whether or not you can keep standing on their neck no matter how old they get. But you want positive lies. You want somebody to come to you and tell you about how well you're doing. But we have to face uncomfortable truths. We have to look inside with truth and a realistic approach to what we are doing. Examine the things that we feel are valuable. And have they contributed well to our lives? Define what's good. Define success. Define doing well. And when you define them words, do they all have something to do with external? Does any of the good or the success or doing well have anything to do with your internal value or your spiritual value? We as Black women are going to have to reevaluate, do some serious soul searching about what we think is actually valuable, what has helped us and what has hindered us. You've grasped on so long to this feminist ideology that you don't need men and yada, yada, yada. But where has that brought us as a group? Has it genuinely helped us? or has it hurt us? Sound off in the comment section and let me know what your answer to that question is. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.